This screencast is going to show you how to start either a chat or a hangout with your classmates. Now, they've changed it quite a bit. If any of you have done hangouts before, if you did them a while ago, you're going to notice there's a big difference. What I'm at right now is just my Google Plus page. You can see I'm on the home feed. Now I can start it either from Google Plus, my Google Plus page, and I believe, let's get to communities. And when I get to ours, well, actually what I'm going to use is the science methods this time. Or I can do it from here. Now, if I want to hide that, want to show it. Now, these are previous Hangouts I've done in the past, so that's why you see this big long list. So notice I'm either communities or the Google Plus page. Now, what they kind of, so new Hangout, and don't worry about the Hangout party for now. I don't really, it's just a way of saying you're available. So it's not a way to start it. It's just letting them know that you're there and ready. So if they want to do a Hangout, they can call on you. So click here. And notice, remember I said the reason we had to have circles is you can't put a community name in here. So name, email, number, or circle. And I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to try my other self. And I have these different icons. This is an old one when I taught the EDU 214 class. This is my Cynthia Clark 7, which is the one I'm using now. So let's say I try to call on myself. It brings it up, shows how many we have in common. Now you still have a choice to make here. Notice you have this little camera. Now if I just simply type something here, hello, oops, how are you? It's going to be like a regular chat. It's not going to be a hangout. The difference with hangout is it's video conferencing. So like I said, you have two choices. If you simply start typing in the text box, it's a chat. But if you click on this, and this is a way to add more people, so if I want to add some more, or I can create a group hangout. If I just want to do a video call with Cynthia, with my other self, I hit here. So video call, and it will bring it up automatically. Now, if you haven't done a hangout before, it will want to load a plugin. Now let me see if I can answer that as my other self. Okay, Google Plus. Let me go to my other self. Although I think it might freak out my phone a bit, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just let it ring. Now it says I'm in a video call. Let me go back over here. And it's waiting for the person to answer. So you can see what would happen is if someone was on that other side and answered, they'd be in this big screen like this. And if you watch the EduSlams, you'll see what a hangout exactly looks like. Okay, so make sure to watch a few of those EduSlams. They're in your live binders under, I think, professional development or teachings. We have to figure out how to label all this stuff pretty good. I keep going back and forth on some of them, but you do have EduSlam examples. And it's eduslam.me, so EduSlam me, if you just want to Google it. And you can see what they really look like. Now, if you look over here, these are all the kind of cool things you can do. Screen share is probably one of the best ones. If I hit screen share, it's going to, and you can't see it on this one, but it brought up all these choices. Because like I said, I have two screens, so a little different. I'm going to put that back on the second screen. But what I do, so I can show you, is I would choose, let's say this one, and then I say start screen share. And then let's get back to that hangout. And now that's what would show. Okay, now for my student, this would appear, or for you guys, this would appear on the big screen. And as I manipulate that page, and let's see if we can get this going on both. Yeah, there we go. As I manipulate the page, you'll see, oh, there we go. I clicked on it so I could get it up there. And now, so this is the size they would see. So you can see how nice that can be. And as you, so if you had math to show them, if you wanted to watch a YouTube video together, you can do that as well. If you go to View More Apps, you can see you can add YouTubes. Won't stay up there very long, but you can add YouTube. So you can, and you usually preload those in. It's not that hard to do. To get out of screen capture just means you take a picture. So I guess if there was some artwork or something, because you can draw together on this too. Some of those apps that you can get to, like Scoot and Doodle, you can draw. So actually that's also a good thing for math teachers, science teachers, anyone that needs to kind of draw complex representations. That's a nice way to do it. Google Drive, if you want to share some of the documents and work together on Google Drive documents, it's right there. To get out, you just hit screen share, and notice you can always invite more people. And okay, so that you can see the size of the video then, simply by clicking on that. So if I go back and forth, I can control who's on there. Some of these other things you can play around with. Lower third, that's like a banner right here that lets the other people know. Like, so if you're doing a conference, you guys are going to be doing the science methods students will be doing the STEMX conference in September, and the technology people will be doing the global conference in November. So get used to, and now you won't be using Hangout for that. They'll be using Blackboard Collaborate, but you'll see they'll have banners. So that's the same thing as the other, as that. To get out of it. Now, one thing too, if you have students that are leery about being on, and this is not being taped, this is not a Google Hangout on air like the EduSlam is. You have to actually get that a different way, and if you do have a question about how to do it, if you want to tape it for some reason, let me know, because you have to set up your YouTube account for it, and it will tape directly into your YouTube account. So this is not being recorded, so make sure they understand that. If they really don't want to be seen though, look at this. You can turn the camera off. Okay, click it back on again, and it comes back. So if they really hate to be seen, if they don't have, and where is the chat? I know there used to be a chat feature right here. Yeah, so if they don't have audio on their computer, they can still participate. They can just use the chat box, and then they can talk to you instead. So if they don't have all the equipment needed, and if they're, like I said, if they don't have video, if they don't have a webcam, maybe they have the audio but not the webcam, then they can, again, they can still participate. If they don't have audio, they can chat. So there's no reason not to be in the Hangout if the other students are there and for them to miss out. To exit, and you can see there's some settings. You might have to play around with what your microphone is, your default devices. You can play test sounds, making sure everything. So kind of play around with this first. As you see, I can do a Hangout with myself, so it works out pretty easy. To exit, just hit the, it looks like a little Hangout. You know, I'm kind of curious in the future, people are going to know what the heck that is. That's an old-fashioned looking handset, and they're even going to know that putting that down on a phone used to hang them up. So interesting. So I'm going to exit out of that. I'm going to go ahead and close this chat, and that is how you start and participate in a Hangout.